name's Bob, and today we're going to be doing some brakes on a big van. We're located here at Tom Sparks Automotive, just adjacent to Walgreens here in DeKalb, located conveniently close to Northern Illinois University. Alright, now that we've introduced ourselves, let's head over and check out how to do the brakes on this big van. Alright, now that Carl's got 2 bolts out of the brake caliper, he can now remove it from the brake rotor. Using the old brake pad as leverage, Carl's now going to remove the brake pad from the caliper bracket. With the C-clamp on the brake caliper, push the brake piston into the caliper. Taking a look at the brake caliper, you can see it's a dual piston caliper. For most of the bigger vehicles, they need bigger brakes to stop. Over here you can see from the caliper bracket right here, Carl has removed the brake pads front and rear. Being a bigger van, sometimes you need some more leverage. Carl here has a big breaker bar with a heavy duty socket to remove the caliper bracket. Alright, one common thing when people do brake jobs at home, they forget to do a couple important things. One is lube the caliper brackets, or slides. This slide moves freely in and out. That needs to be re-lubricated when you do your brakes. This one here is seized in. We're going to have to heat that up to get that out. Another common problem, these brake guides that sit in the caliper bracket often rust up and the pad will seize on the inside. This is where the brake pad is supposed to be. That's the backing plate. What had happened, since this slide was seized up, this brake pad was not able to free float inside this caliper bracket, causing a premature wear. The other side, the outboard brake pad, actually showed very minimal wear and had 75% life left on it. Alright, now you can see Carl is turning the rotors. We have it on the on the brake lathe. We're going to be cutting about 20 thousandths off today. As you can see, we're about 2/3 of the way through the cut. The old metal is being cut away and new metal exposed. Alright, now that we've got the rotor machined, we can now install it on the vehicle. Alright, now that the most overlooked part of any brake job is cleaning the caliper bracket to ensure proper sliding of the brake pads. Here, Carl has a caliper bracket and our media blaster going to sandblast the caliper bracket. Alright, tell you a little bit about our brake pads we're using. We're using Wagner's Perfect Stop Ceramic with exact spec. They're the closest to OEM pad you can get, with a nice backing plate on them and a nice ceramic finish. That'll ensure quiet braking, less dust, and less problems and better wear and tear over the years. The good thing about Wagner pads, most of them come with brand new hardware for the caliper bracket, so we can lube these up and make sure we have a good clean sliding surface for our brake pads so they don't hang up again and prematurely wear. As you can see, the media blaster has cleaned this up almost to bare metal. You can see that that's a nice smooth surface. Now what we're going to do after that, we have Sil-Glide lubricating agent. We're going to put that underneath and on top of those caliper bracket hardware pieces we saw back when I showed you the brake pads. Also, you can see that seized caliper slide. We media blasted that as well. We'll lube this up and get that to where it won't be seized anymore. Carl's about ready to reattach the caliper bracket. 2 bolts on the back side. Alright, we've installed our brake caliper with the new brake pads in it. Tighten both bolts. we're now ready to reinstall the wheel. Today we've done a rear brake job on a big van. I hope you learned a little bit. If you always get in trouble, you know who to call. Tom Sparks Automotive at 815-756-9500.